Lots of squirrels out today. What are you squirrels doing? Yeah, a good part of my leaves are already falling. I'm not going to get the pretty stuff. Too bad. Well, welcome to another ride. This will be a neighborhood ride in which we'll try to look for fall colors, Halloween decorations, still before Halloween, so there's yesterday may have been a good day for people to put up Halloween decorations that I haven't seen so far, so hopefully we'll see more Halloween decorations than last time I was out. I see somebody do a couple of things there. Now this is my fourth attempt at recording my ride in 4 days. So for some reason, one way or another, something has happened and I failed to get a good enough recording to actually put up. I thought about putting up some of them after failing a couple more times and said, I guess this will be good enough. Well, I couldn't talk myself into it. I'm not really a person that's trying for high quality. I'm just trying for a ride that's not going to make people sick who watch it. So I have learned over the last few days that if I start off at 7:30, as I head back, the sun's in my eyes really badly. So I decided to delay an hour and see if that helps any. I don't know that it's going to help any, so it's just a guess. Sun will be a little bit higher, so maybe it won't be quite as bad. It may still be bad. We'll just see. Hate to start switching my riding time to like 11 o'clock or so, just so I don't have the sun in my eyes all the time, but who knows, may have to do that. It'll be warmer then. Now yesterday on my ride, it was like 42 degrees, and I'm wearing the same thing that yesterday that I was wearing today, and it's like 50, I don't know, 52 or 3 today. But that extra 10, 11 degrees was cold on the bike. Not on the bike, it wasn't so bad, but my fingers were like freezing. And my face, my nose. Today they're not freezing, so yay. Now I have seen some decorations for Halloween, but not as much as I thought that I would get. So I'm hoping that with Saturday, people had a big opportunity to get out and do their decorations if they were going to do it. If I was going to be a person that put up a lot of Halloween decorations, this would be the weekend I would have done it. I wouldn't have done it back in September. So this gives us 2 weeks to enjoy the Halloween decorations and then have Halloween. So I would have liked that. So this ride's about an hour and a half. At least an hour and a half until we hit the park. So some of this video will be cut, so the video itself isn't an hour and a half long. And then I'll have the ride back from the park, which I usually ride a little bit faster on the way back. So since I'm expecting to ride a little bit faster on the way back, I probably won't record that. It depends on how the ride goes. You never know for sure how my rides are going to go. So I do have a few more decorations out today. Like there's a pumpkin there. But so far, not a whole lot more. And apparently still at 52, 53 degrees, it's still kind of cold, coasting at 25. So I don't think I should do that often. Now it's going to warm up fairly quickly today, so probably by the time I get finished, it'll be maybe 60. This looks like a nice clear day though. I turned off early. Yeah, I have a tough time figuring out where to turn. But Garmin wanted me to turn one more down. But I turned one more down yesterday, so. Make the route a little different. I find out that eventually Garmin can figure out what you're doing and get back on track. So I don't worry about it as much as I used to. Turns out when Garmin gets the most confused is when you're on a road that has two directions. Like you're on a road in which you're planning on coming back on. It sometimes gets confused on that, not knowing which direction you're going. And so it tries to jump ahead sometimes. So I try to plan now my route so that I don't cross, or I have limited crossing with another route so it has less chance of being confused. Since it's not that late today, I expect this road to not be too bad. But I've been wrong several times before, so this could be another one. All right, looks clear so far, so I'm going to make it out to the center. Normally when I come here, I cross over here and get on the sidewalk. So this looks like the best choice today too. And we get a little bit of the sun, but not too bad at this spot. Probably a little bit of glaring on the lens. Now normally I take this road as fast as I possibly can go, the road we're getting ready to hit on. But yeah, we won't do that today. Since it's early morning, there's not going to be that many people on this road anyway. So we're going to go just whatever speed a nice leisurely pacing goes. without tiring myself out. No, really, the trees are not changing colors the way I would like to see them change. There's no cars behind me, fortunately. See, that car cut through here to get to that other road. That happens so rarely. Hopefully get some more decorations up. I don't see that many. And some people may start getting used to me since this is the every morning I've been taking the exact same route here for the last few days, trying to get a recording. So, see, we got a little bit of a spider look here. Oh yeah, there's some ghosts hanging in trees. Oh, there's some here too. A scarecrow type thing. Scare ghost. Scarecrow ghost. Alright, so this is good. It's a very hilly area. I'm not a fan. They were out working on this yard here yesterday. I guess they planted a few trees. And they got orange pillows out there for Halloween. One of the things that I found out as I drive around in my car is that my perspective has changed whenever I see a bike. Before I started riding a bike, I would probably be overly cautious if I encountered a bike. I always saw them like I would, for example, a squirrel. So how would I treat a squirrel, let's say, if I saw him in the road? So let's just say that I'm in my car listening to a book on tape, maybe the one called How to Fail at Everything But Still Succeed. Basically, I'm just minding my own business. And all of a sudden, there's a squirrel in the road. How did he get there? What? Why ask that? I want to live in a world where we no longer have to question the motives of a chicken who crossed the road or a squirrel who ends up on the road. So it doesn't really matter how the squirrel got in the road, just that he was there. Let's just say that he jumped there from a branch that's overhanging the road. Anyway, he would turn and look at me, tail twitching. I am envisioning Clint Eastwood and one of those Western movies where he would show up in town to get revenge for some wrong done. So there we were, a squirrel whose beady eyes were staring directly at the car, tail twitching, facing off against a car whose driver, foot, has been taken off the gas. And starts hovering over the brake, wondering what's up with this squirrel. And then there was me inside the car. Foot, obviously now off the gas, staring closely at the squirrel, wondering if he was in a suicidal mood. And was he going to run for the wheels of my car? Frozen for half a second. It seemed like eternity. The squirrel makes his move. My foot twitches towards the brake as I declare, there will be no suicide on my watch. And then the squirrel dashes to the nearest tree, realizing I was serious. My heart slows down in relief. Wait, when did it speed up? Anyway, I relax and put my foot back on the gas pedal and slowly drive away, wondering what just happened. So that's how I saw bikes, as an unknown, as something wild, unpredictable. I was overly cautious. It's somebody I don't see very often. And I have no idea what they are going to do next. All I wanted was for them to move on so I didn't accidentally run over them. Now, I feel like I identify with them. And I have some type of idea of what they are going to do. And even why they are doing it. I still have no idea about the squirrel. Some of the things that I've noticed. I noticed that my speed that I drive down some 2-lane highways have decreased. Not even a bike on the road, but still I've decreased. I noticed that I'm a bit more patient when it comes to slower drivers that are in front of me. What does that have to do with riding the bike? I don't know. I just know that now, when I have a slow driver in front of me, I'm more patient. I used to be wanting to zip around this guy. Now it's just, yep, it's the slow driver in front of me. While driving down the street, if I come across a neighborhood that I've been in, I end up having visions of what my bike ride through that neighborhood was like. Not what my car ride through the neighborhood was like, but what the bike ride through the neighborhood was like. I envision different parts of that and just flashes of instance as I drive by the entrance to the neighborhood. Also, if I go by a neighborhood that I haven't been in, I start wondering, well, maybe I should bring my bike over here, ride through this neighborhood. I wonder what this neighborhood is like. That's something I had never done before. It's just a perspective change that I have. So I started wondering, where else is this affecting me? I said, maybe at a stop sign. You know, when I ride my bike, I treat stop signs like yield signs. So am I going to start treating stop signs like yield signs in my car? Morning. Well, turns out I don't. I still treat a stop sign like a stop sign when I'm in my car. I only treat it like a yield sign when I'm on my bike. So that's good. I was worried about that, but it turns out for some reason or another, I don't confuse the two in my mind. A stop sign is still a stop sign if I'm in my car. I had gone to the mall the other day and was driving through the parking lot and realized that I now look around differently while I'm going through a parking lot. Before I used to look for the movement of the cars. Now I'm noticing I'm looking for the movement of the cars still, but I've added looking for movement of bikes. I kind of know how bikes have a tendency to drive through a parking lot. And so I try to see if I can notice them. And I actually find a bike every now and then. And that's a perspective change. What would be interesting to me is, this is what I've run across. Has anybody else noticed that they had a perspective change in how they view bikes on the road than what they had before they started riding an e-bike? I mean, if you still think e-bikes are wild animals that could do anything at any moment, then you probably didn't have a perspective change. Or if you thought that e-bikes were always a challenge to see if you could hit them before they got in front of you, then yeah, no perspective change. if you kind of identify with them now, if you feel them, if you feel like a camaraderie with another biker, not a motorcycle. I don't feel any different with a motorcycle, but a bicycle or an e-bike, I do. I feel different. If you feel different, let me know what type of feelings that you have that are different. What's changed in your life since you started driving an e-bike that you see things differently when you're back in a car? It's just interesting to me. I just did not know that this was going to happen. Black cat. The sun really makes it hard. Another black cat, already ready for Halloween. Well, hopefully I can do this right. Doing the same route over and over again is not my plan. Not the original plan, anyway. See if we can make it this time. Even with the sun in our eyes. Where the sun gets in the eyes, it's hard to even determine where roads are, or at least on my eyes. Camera might be a little bit better. Okay. I actually like this particular road. So, hey, going on it a second time is not that bad. Yeah, German Shepherd type. He's keeping an eye on us. German Shepherd's very alert. My tires are a little bit lower today than I normally go out. Part of it might be because it's cold, but usually I go out at 20, and they're like 18 today. See if we can take this correctly this time, which no guarantee because the sun's still in my eyes. Yeah, I can't see anything. I could run right into somebody sitting there. All right. See if we can do it correctly this time. We're almost at the turnoff, or I guess I need to go left instead of right. I see this little arrow that says 0.2 right, and I just think I'm supposed to turn right here. I'm supposed to go right 0.2, and this apparently doesn't count as a different road. Seems like it should be. Yeah, we're going to go right here. And this is the road we should have taken earlier when we took the wrong road. So we got an extra 10 minutes. That's fine. This battery depletes at a faster rate than my other one. Not sure why. This is a second battery, by the way. I don't have the story because the last few videos didn't work. But the story, this is my second battery, and a couple days ago was the first time I used it. So I think we're up to the third time now. So when I I charged it up. And then went to bed. When I got up in the morning,
electric bikes are great.
So I charged it overnight, or not overnight, but I charged it, and then I took it off the battery overnight. And when I got on it the next day, it was at 90%. Now, it's not supposed to lose power overnight, so why did it drop to 90? I don't know. It said it was fully charged, but maybe it wasn't. Anyway, so when I went out, it got down to 56% really fast. So today I left the charge on all night. And so when I got up, it started off at 100%, but we're already down to 75, which is still plenty of time to get home. I'll finish this route and get home, but it's just faster. It's coming down faster. So, you know, I guess that's just the way you have to learn different batteries. They do things differently. Yeah, I don't know how batteries work. I thought they would be fairly similar, but maybe it's just the way it's registering differently. Maybe it's somehow or another telling the sensors different information, and therefore it still will last the same amount of time, but it's just confused on how to tell the sensors. Anyway, I don't like it, since I'm just getting used to the other one. And now I got to figure out which one I actually have on my bike. They both look the same from the outside anyway. Maybe I need to make a marking on the two so I can if I gotta learn how each battery works, and they work differently, that sounds like something you need to take into consideration when you're heading out. Let me know if y'all have similar issues. Somebody else that has two batteries, do they give you readings different? Like I can sometimes on the other battery go probably this far and only be down to 92%. Now it might start dropping rapidly later, but so maybe this one won't start dropping rapidly. I don't know. Anyway, this is the end of my Garmin. So we finished our route now. So yay. Now when we were here yesterday, it was earlier, like 7 something, and there were people out playing baseball in 42-degree weather. Much warmer today though, but they're out there playing again. Last time I drove through their area, they didn't seem to like that, so I think I'm going to avoid it this time. Well, let's put it this way, they all stopped whatever they were doing and stared at me as I drove by. So that made me feel like I shouldn't be there. But it might be just because I got two cameras on me. That people stop and stare to find out what I'm doing. That sounds like a good hit. Morning. I think some people don't like being on camera. When they see a camera go by, they immediately look away or change directions. That's fine. Well, they're actually playing games this time of the day. Looks like it's just a way to make money because they don't normally have their collector there except on early morning to collect for parking. I won't be on this road very long. This is a very short time. In fact, I'll probably have cut my camera by now. This whole trip from now on is probably just me on my own, but it's being recorded in case anything happens. Wow, all those cars come all at the exact same moment that I happen to be there. It's kind of a bummer. Now, for the most part, I take my same route through this way. I stay on this side of the road until after I pass this bridge, and then I'll just look for a first opportunity to cross the road, which is apparently now. All right, no cars coming. Still no cars. Check the cars coming, because sometimes they just turn in the middle of nowhere. And it could be from either direction. Yeah, you don't get really good warnings. No cars coming still. One of the things about this intersection that we're getting ready to come into is actually in a neighborhood, so I could actually turn into this area and make it to my house. But at this point, we're almost at the top, and passing these bushes not too bad. See, we're at 69% now. See, I've done this same route with my other battery, and it would still be in the 80s. So I just don't quite get it. And this is the third day testing it, so I'm pretty sure that, well, it's following the same pattern, so it's something I can get used to. It's just different than the other battery. Yeah, I think my recordings are probably going to cut off here pretty soon. This is about the length of a journey in which it turns off. I'm listening for the beep, beep, beep. Let me see if it's still recording even. Yeah, it's still recording. Not so sure what all that noise is about. And I don't like this stop sign. It's right at the bottom of the hill. Well, not the bottom of the hill, but as you start speeding up across a very dangerous road. Alright, so today I won't cut across the church parking lot since there's probably going to be a bunch of people there. Not really sure what time they start. But we're riding the road. Hopefully I can find a spot where I have like 20 seconds to get down to the next road. I don't like stopping at this one because of the so we'll take this. That car's still kind of behind me, so I think I'm safe. So I like them. They didn't even try to speed up and hit me. Hey, squirrel, don't try it. Same thing that happens in cars happens on bicycles. You never know what a squirrel's going to do. And he couldn't commit suicide with this. I just injure a squirrel, maybe crash me. So hopefully they know the difference between a bicycle and a car. All right. Got a scary spider there at the top window. I don't like it. All right, let's move this down. Try to finish off the ride somewhat safe. Usually a good thing. Yeah, it still shows 13. It just coast. I guess we're heading downhill. Moved down to 63%. Now yesterday that was the same. We moved down to 63% yesterday too. The day before was when it went down to 40s, and I was afraid, well, not afraid I wouldn't make it back, but just wondering why it was getting so low so quick. Now I've had several stories of people whose batteries quit working around 13%. So hopefully this battery's not like that. My other one wasn't. It went all the way to 0. It just started moving really fast. It went from 5% to 0% in like 3 or 4 minutes. All right, thanks for attending to another session. All right, bye.